Hello and welcome to episode 2 of How to Draw Really Good. I'm your host Oliver, and today I'm going to do a really easy tutorial of how to professionally and realistically draw Voltorb from Pokemons. So you want to start off with the body, which is essentially a gigantic sphere. So if you draw a circle for that, I know it's tempting to draw the circle in sections, but if you draw it in one swoop, it'll look a lot more realistic in the end. Now, to draw the section that splits his head in half, you want to draw an upside down smile, going from one side to the other. And then obviously next come the eyes. So if we do the one bigger, one smaller technique, which we learned in the previous video, we'll get that full 3D Voltorb effect. It's a technique that's used by Disney, Pixar, all the top animators, and I'm giving it to you for free. So keep that one there. Now for an exclusive technique called eyebrowing, in which you drag the mouse up and down really quickly to produce a really bushy eyebrow effect. This will make your character look a lot more deep, and you should get across the true badassery of Voltorb's character. And now with a quick fill effect, we can change this crude looking picture into a really professional 3D animation by adding red to Voltorb's top half. Now here's a massive technique. We're going to do the same mouth we used for Spider-Man, and I know that sounds like cheating, but when you've put it in, it'll give a whole new character to Voltorb, and it won't look the same as it did with Spider-Man. So you want to do your detailed top teeth. That's really important, because for some reason you always look at the top of a character's head, and then do the bottom teeth again. Not as much detail, nobody's looking. And then you'll remember my trademark inside the head look. You want to go for a darker colour than the red that you used for Voltorb's top half. And now the beginners can end here with their finished Voltorbs, or if you're an advanced student, we can progress to the next level, which is anime tears. So we're just going to draw a little bit of a teardrop towards the right of Voltorb's head, and that'll signify that Voltorb is really, really emotional at this stage. Here's a really handy tip for using the fill tool to colour that in. If you just do a bit of a squiggle, you can then fill the remaining sections the colour you want. So that concludes our advanced part of the tutorial, but now for an extra special part of the tutorial, I'm going to cater for my professional master students, and we're going to do some lightning around Voltorb for his self-destruct attack. Now here's a handy tip. The lightning looks a lot like Spider-Man's web from the previous tutorial. You just want to get a yellow and do wiggly lines protruding from Voltorb off of the page. Obviously I've had a lot of practice at this, so if yours isn't looking as accurate, don't worry about it, just keep trying and eventually you'll get it to a higher level. So I'm going to be really controversial here and let you know the biggest secret in art, that it doesn't have to take a long time to look really good. Now finally, before you forget, we need to add your name and age to the photo for a true level of professionalism. Whoa, so now that is literally popping out of my screen, and the 3D effect on that is to an industry standard, so hopefully you'll find work placements after this course. I just want to say a massive thank you to all my new students for following me. I've got a Tumblr, a Twitter and a Facebook page now as well, so if you could like and follow all of those. And also please submit your work to the Tumblr page and I will critique it to a professional level. And to all my haters, I just want to say I'm trying to fight bad art, and if that's a crime, then I'm guilty. And as always, here's a previous student, Neef, and his work following my tutorial. As you can see, he's not really followed it very accurately. He's done white lightning instead, which is weird. He's done sluggish, hairy eyebrows. I don't really like those. Also, you'll notice his anime teardrop looks more like sweat, and it looks like it's been thought of after he finished the drawing rather than as part of the drawing. Also, another point is that he's done red, white and a black half of Voltorb. I'm not really sure what that's in aid of, but it really subtracts from the 3D perspective feel that I try to incorporate into my tutorials. Also, Voltorb seems to have a tongue, which is unheard of, but hopefully Neef will keep improving with time if he follows all my tutorials. Let's see how he does next time on How to Draw Really Good. Thank you.